Oh shit, here we go.
And you hear it, Mr. Too Easy Podcast, where he makes it look easy. Yep, that's me. Easy.
They say you coming with the sports, yup, like it's off the press. If your team didn't win, don't be in the chat depressed. We gon' have special guests, man, they say you up next. Man, I know I'm up next, cause easy is the best. Welcome to Mr. Easy Podcast, where he makes it look easy. Hey, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, so you can get the notifications when I am live. Easy. It's live.
Hey. Here we go. And welcome to the Make It Look Easy podcast. I'm your host, Tim Too Easy Stone, and we got a special guest for you today. But before we even start that, before we even get into that, y'all see that like and subscribe button? Yeah, go ahead. Click on that. Like, subscribe, comment, share, please. And I'm going to keep giving y'all content every time I get a chance, all right? Hey, so we got a special guest today. We're going to be talking about sports today. NBA, WNBA. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, y'all. The championship, the playoffs is coming. WNBA got the draft tomorrow. We got to talk about that today. But I got a special guest. Here we go. This special guest I've known for a long time. Hey, and she ain't nobody you want to play with because she can play. She know her sports. She know her basketball. This girl, we went to college together, Tallahassee. We did our thing. This is the one and only A-Way. What's up, A-Way?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. I appreciate you showing up for today for the podcast.
Oh, no worries. And I appreciate the introduction and the invitation. So I definitely appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate it. I know it was kind of last minute everything, but you came through for your boy. I really appreciate it. We're going to be talking about sports today. But before we even get started, if you want to shout out your Instagram or anything for everybody to follow you, go ahead. This is your time to plug in.
Yes, follow A-Wade15 on Instagram and shout out to my homegirl Janae.
Hey, my sister. There we go. All right, y'all. Hey, let me go ahead and plug in mine real quick. Instagram, Make It Look Easy Podcast. Y'all can go ahead and follow that real quick. And if you want to follow my personal page, it's Tim Too Easy Stone, Mr. Too Easy 904. You already know. And we about to get ready to start. Hey, wait, you ready for the basketball talk? You ready for this?
Yes, I stay ready for this.
Okay, all right. Let's get started. So, look, we got basketball on the way. We got playoffs on that we're gonna be talking about. I think the seedings are already fixed, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Lakers and Nuggets, maybe implications of the seeding between them today. And I think the Nuggets not playing today. So, I mean, the starters not playing today. So, I don't know. I think it's 3 and 4 that's right now in the battle, and it's all depending on seeding. But before we go start on that, let's talk about the NBA. Who's the most dangerous team going into the playoffs in your mind?
Oklahoma City. They are definitely the most dangerous team right now.
Oklahoma City? Really? Why is that?
They have an overall squad. So it's not just the starters, it's the bench players that come in and keep it going. So when the starters take a break, the bench players are continue to score, rebound, defense. They have the best squad right now.
Really? Man, Oklahoma. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Oklahoma. They've been number one for a while. For the past 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. They've been the number one team. So I like what they're doing. The only thing is that, man, they give a lot of fouls to Shea. SGA get all the calls is just it tear me up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I see him play, I'm like, man, he remind me of James Harden, but it's like James Harden on cocaine or crack, dog. Like it's crazy how much he get every call. So I mean, they definitely, don't get me wrong. They started off young. They got great chemistry. I give you that. For them to be the number one team for back-to-back years, killing the game, man, they doing tremendously good. I like Holmgren. I like Hartenstein. Yeah, the whole crew is good. Lou Dort, he be messing me up on FanDuel with the threes sometimes, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna shoot you this one. It's a team that's right below them. that's ready to do their thing. And I think they coming. I think they're gonna be pause. Pause on that one. I think they on their way. Wimby, the San Antonio Spurs, yo, I cannot deny what I'm seeing from them. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny it.
It was in the works, right? So when they made the trade a year ago, and picked up Fox, and then they had Castle come out the draft along with Wembley, it was in the works that this team was going to be a dangerous team. So no, I definitely agree. That is a dangerous team, but they don't have the playoff experience together, and
Mm.
that's what's going to matter in the playoffs. Is that experience and knowing how to overcome a deficit.
So experience, you think the experience is gonna take the key for them right now? I give you that one. I give you that. I'm looking at the seeding right now. So Thunder number 1, Spurs number 2, 3 is Nuggets, 4 is the Lakers, depending on them two because I think the Lakers are 52 and 29, the Nuggets is 53 and 28. So if the Nuggets lose today, they might drop to the 4th and the Lakers go back up to the 3. Rockets number 5. So if the seed, and then you got, the 9, 10, 7, 8. We'll talk about that here in the play-ins shortly. But to me, it looked like the Thunder has the best road, the map to get to the championship. Because they first seed, they play the 8 seed, whoever that might be, the Warriors, Clippers,
Hmm.
Suns, Trailblazers. Then they play the winner of either, if well, right now as it stands, the Lakers versus the Rockets. So that one, I think that give or take, the Rockets or Lakers don't stand a chance against OKC. So I think OKC avoiding Denver and the Spurs and even the Timberwolves, to be honest with you, is a great deal for them on the first round. So I see where you're coming at with the Thunder, but man, Wimby, I'm telling you, hey, wait, Wimby, something
Now
serious.
he's definitely something special. I give it to him. He is definitely something special. Just to have a 7 footer to be as versatile as he is, be able to pass, shoot, and take it to the hole and rebound. He's definitely a special player. It's going to come down to the others around him.
Okay, I got you. They got a good team. Harrison Barnes, DeAndre Fox, Castle. I be betting on Castle too, man. He be messing me up. And Julian Champagne, I think that's his name. They got some ballers over there, so it's going to definitely be interesting. But the most dangerous team in the playoffs are the OKC Thunder and the referees. I'm just playing, y'all. Just playing with the referees. All right. So now, with that being said, we got the East versus the West, right? And we're going to talk a little bit more about because we talk a lot about the West right now. But the East versus the
Hmm.
West, which conference is the stronger this year? Is the strongest this year?
It's the West. It's
Ooh,
because they
okay.
got more dangerous teams that's battling against each other
Uh huh.
than the East does. Because the East has some teams that's getting into the play-in that had not too good of a season. Like Miami Heat, they didn't have a good season at
Man,
all.
don't tell
Uh, the
me.
Hornets, the 76ers, like they didn't have good seasons, but they make it into the play-in. So the West definitely got the edge over the East.
You know what? You made valid points. Like, of course, how you cannot say the West is the strongest conference, right? But I'm looking at the East, to be honest with you, it's dead tight. To be honest with you, I mean they not as good, but for that conference, it's dead tight. The first seed 59. Okay, besides the Pistons and the Celtics, they're 4 games behind, but everybody else is about 3 games behind. So I'm looking at the Cavaliers 51-30, the Hawks 46 and 35. I'm gonna talk about the Hawks here shortly too. The Knicks 53 and 28. The Raptors, okay, 45-36. And then you go to your lower seeds where my Miami Heat. Hopefully we made it. Y'all better make that shit, man. I'm telling you, man, they better make it. My Miami Heat, they down there. Hornets is a dangerous team. I'm so scared. Look, we're gonna talk about it, but to be honest with you, I think no Florida team making the playoffs this year. I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
Uh,
I'm looking at the seeding.
mm,
It's a do or die.
I think the Magic can beat the 76ers.
You think so?
I
Ooh.
think the Magic can get that 7th seed if they play in the 76ers. I think they can beat the 76ers.
Ooh. I hope they can, but Embiid, Maxey, I just don't know. They might, and Paul George's been looking real nice too. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think we definitely in agreement because how can you deny what the Thunder and the Spurs, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, the Lakers, the Rockets, hell, the Clippers are dangerous with Garland and Kawhi. Steph Curry's back with the Warriors. Hopefully Porzingis could play with them, and Draymond, they could be a threat. Phoenix, okay, Dylan Brooks and everything, and then the Trailblazers caught me off guard. I wonder how good the
Yeah.
Trailblazers would have been if Damian Lillard was able to play for them this year. But I agree with you, and definitely with that, the conference, the West Conference, definitely one of the strongest conference out there. Definitely strongest conference. All right, so playoff experience. You spoke about this playoff experience, right? You spoke about that for the Spurs. So playoff experience versus young talent. Who has the edge? Who has the advantage?
Playoff experience. Because they know how the game is going to be controlled by the refs as they get the tip off. So they
Mhm.
can see how this game is going to be controlled. And they know how to deal with the ups and downs of a game. Because
Okay.
they know, like, throughout the playoffs, there's potentially 7-game series. So you can't take one game and think you got the series. So experience always adjust and come back and strategize while the young people say, "Oh, we got this in the bag," after 1 or 2 games, and that's not necessarily the truth. Like, you still got to play this out. So
I agree with you on that one. So, like, people look at it. Well, the Thunder won the championship last year. Well, you got to remember the Thunder was #1 for the last 3 years. They had that chemistry. They just didn't know how to get over that hump. It took that experience to get over that hump, right? And now they champions.
mhm.
So, I mean, yes, they got the talent with them, but I agree with you on that in that aspect. But hear me out. Hear me out with the young talent. Hear me out. I'm looking at the teams like the Atlanta Hawks. You got the Spurs young, what they somewhat young playing. You got the Suns after they traded KD. They got these young guys could play. The Rockets definitely was a team last year before they got KD. They was young and they was on the move. But I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Miami got a playoff experience coach, but the players wasn't playoff experience. Besides Bam and the Jimmy Butlers and everything, they had the talent to keep up with people. Same thing for the Raptors. Hear me out on this one though. Atlanta Hawks. This the only time I might have to say young talent over the playoff experience. The Atlanta Hawks, Charlotte Hornets too as well. Them two teams are dangerous. They could hurt somebody's feelings this year. Definitely can. Pistons.
Oh yeah,
Pistons. Do they got the playoffs experience? Yeah. Last year they did pretty good, right, in the playoffs.
yeah. They made it up to the second, third round.
Third round. Yeah. Who they?
So
It was
and
who went last year? Was it Boston? No.
I think they ended up playing the Knicks or somebody
Yeah. Who went to the championship last year for the Eastern Conference?
for the East.
It was the no. It wasn't the Celtics. Who was
Who
it?
was the champion?
It wasn't the
It wasn't the
Knicks.
Celtics.
Wasn't the Cavaliers.
Indiana.
Indiana. There you go. I forgot about the Pacers. God, dog. Yeah.
They just fell so down
That
this
fell
year.
down.
So
That's right. That's right. I give you that one. So Pistons playoff experience 1 year. Now that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Whatever category you want to put them in, I put them in more of the young talent because that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I like the Hawks though, but playoff experience, I give it to playoff experience every time. Speaking of that, with like LeBron and KD playoff experience, Ant-Man, the Nuggets, they playoff experience. This is gonna be a whole. This is not the regular season no more. This is real deal. They're gonna be coming out to play for real, for real. All right,
oh
now
yeah,
some debate questions with you. Now, anyway, let's talk about this. You a LeBron James fan?
yes I am. Now
Ooh.
I think you knew that though. But
Ooh. I had to think about it because we like the point guard like Chris Paul and everything. I like, Wait a minute. Is she LeBron? Okay. I just had to confirm it. We're gonna talk about your boy LeBron. You ready for this? All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So LeBron, you know what the Lakers doing? They fighting for the third or fourth seed. They doing good. No Luka Doncic, no AR-15. He got little Bronny down on the bench trying to do his thing, but you got the whole hoorah of the Lakers right now in the playoffs, which is pretty good. They higher seed than what I thought they would be, right? But here's the question for you, Miss LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Is LeBron James still a playoff problem at this stage?
Yes.
Mm,
And I think this year, um, with him taking a back seat
mm,
to AR and Doncic, now he's ramping up for the playoffs. He
okay,
didn't have to carry the load throughout the season. So
okay,
now he's fresh. So you're gonna get that LeBron James that's saying, "Hey, this might be my final year, so let me go ahead and show y'all who I was." So yeah, he still has the stamina, he still got the experience, he still got the skill to lead the team.
okay. So you agree he gonna be a problem? You know what? You killing me right here because a part of me want to say no, but you had a strong point like the experience, and then you made a great point by him being the third option, right? I'm looking at it like, can he be the third option in the playoffs though? Is he gonna be the like seriously? When you play teams like OKC or the Denver Nuggets, is it okay to have LeBron as the third option? 'Cause I think he might need to be higher just to help Luca. Depend. I'm just looking at it like this. The gas is almost on E with LeBron. Let's be everybody know Father Time is catching up with LeBron. He might be, the gas might be right now in this season where it's halfway full. That's probably good enough to get you out of the first round, especially depending on who you play. I hate the Lakers' chances. I'm gonna tell you this: I hate the Lakers' chances if they play the T Wolves first. If they play the T Wolves, it's not happening. It's not happening. He got a better chance against my homeboy, my brother Kevin Durant. He got a better chance against KD instead of the T Wolves. And this what I'm just saying. If it is the T Wolves, he can't be the third option. He gotta be number two. He gotta take over that game.
Yeah, but when we're coming into like the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to be the first option
Okay.
because we gotta save time for Doncic to get back,
Yep.
AR to get back.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to take that main role.
Okay.
Once we get through the first playoff series,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a struggle because you're gonna have to depend on people like Marcus Smart to play that defense.
I like
You're
Marcus
gonna have to
Smart.
be
That's a good
you
point.
gotta be on DeAndre Ayton to eat up the
Mm-hmm.
rebounds. And he been having issues with catching the ball, so you're gonna have to depend
Hey,
on
you saw
him.
what JJ Reddy talked about that man? Oh, that's funny.
So you gotta depend on the others like Luke Kennard to come out and shoot them threes. You're gonna have to depend on the others to do their part with
Oh,
LeBron.
okay.
But once we do enough to get Doncic or AR back, he's gonna have to be the second option. AR gonna have to move down to the third option.
I
Luca always gonna be number one.
I agree with you on that. Like, again, if it's against the Rockets, I think you could afford LeBron playing that third option because now, who's probably going to guard him? KD, two old guys
Hmm.
guarding each other. It's okay to you eliminate KD, LeBron. Now it's Lakers versus Houston without KD and LeBron because now Luca got the advantage. Luca could dominate that game, but I think for like Luca to go against, even if he come back from his injury, the T Wolves. Luca and Ant Man, Ant Man gonna give him that work, man. Luca gonna be gassed out.
Yeah.
AR. I mean, he's pretty tall, but the Wolves they got some size on them, man. They got enough on them, man. I mean, they could D them boys up, man. Like another
Now with the
pause.
Wolves, it's gonna depend on Ruby, your inside guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna show up? Cause he don't show up all the time now.
Yep.
He get you got 6 footers versus a 7 footer, and they getting more rebounds than him. Is he gonna show up?
We don't know. We see that I didn't mention that. That's why I left Rudy out of it. But DeAndre Ayton, I mean, he he got his days. He have his days where he show out. He have his days when he, shacking the fool. That's what I like to see, right? Marcus Smart is something me and my homeboy, we always talk about, like, everybody look at Marcus Smart from, like, when he played for Memphis at that. We like, wait a minute, this is a good move for the Lakers. Y'all looking at the regular season. We're looking at the playoffs when Marcus Smart is in playoff mode. They're completely different. Defense, the intensity is about to be crazy, right? So back to LeBron with this. What I want to see for LeBron, and I hope we get it. I want to see LeBron just, put his foot on the gas, go crazy. Like, yeah, Luka, I know this your team, but I'ma start this off right. I'ma start this game off right. I'm not gonna be patient. I'm not gonna be let you get your let me start it. You come finish the game. Which Luka is a great finish. He's clutch, right? If you
Oh
get
yeah.
Luka, I think the more LeBron exert his energy, the better you off with Luka exerting saving some of that gas, because you don't want Luka to burn out, and now he's missing shots, taking bad threes, them long bad threes, step back three.
Calling for calls.
Yeah, exactly. So I think LeBron gotta take charge, carry Luka, finish, because the more tank you have in Luka, I think Luka, once he start getting in rhythm, it's a wrap. So I feel for your Lakers if they play the T Wolves, if they play the Rockets. I got Rockets winning in 6.
I mean, the Rockets got a good squad. I would rather play the Tim Wolves, because if you look at the Rocket squad from 1 to 5, they got a good overall team. And in placing KD was a piece. Because you got to think about it. Green last year let him down. He didn't show up for the playoffs.
Green did let him down. Yes, he did.
So you got somebody like KD that can show up.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets got a squad,
They,
and
they got a squad. I agree with you. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm rooting for my Rockets, my boy KD. It's just that from compared to last year, this was below standard compared to what last year. I thought KD was supposed to elevate that team, but now you went for the second seed to the 4th seed, and nobody's taking you serious. So yes, I think it's a better matchup for the Lakers. You say the T Wolves, that's a tough.
I'd rather go
Hey,
through
man,
them. I would rather go. We went through them before.
didn't they sweep y'all
With
last
this,
year? Oh no, y'all won one.
no, we won. They ended up getting out early, so we went through the Timberwolves before with the same squad that they had. They did not make no necessary changes to their team to make me feel like they are just
That's a great
that
point.
good.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Great point with that. Did they add any key pieces? You got my boyfriend from Kentucky who played for your Lakers, in the Knicks. What's the name? The power forward is gonna come to my mind. It's gonna come to my mind for the T Wolves. Why I want to say Randolph so bad, but I don't think that's his name. It'll come back to me. But you got Ant Man, you got Rudy, man, you got what's the name? Um Tall dude, Nas Reed, man, you got some ballers over there. Jaden McDaniels. Dang, A-Way. You like that matchup.
I like that matchup
And how many games you think
because
you're winning against the Timberwolves? And what series?
6. It'd be 6. It'd
6.
be 6.
Okay. That's not bad. Okay, I can see 6. Now, if you say anything below 6, then we got a problem. We got a problem.
No, they'll definitely take it to 6.
What about the Rockets? What you think that series? How that series will end?
That will end with the Rockets winning in 6.
In 6? Lakers.
I think we can scrape out 2 home games, but the Rockets, got a team where I think KD will take over in the playoffs. I don't think he's gonna lead that up to that team to just like win like he did throughout the regular season. Like, even though he still averaged over 20 something points, by the way, but
Mm-hmm. Okay. You sure? All right. I mean, L.A. time to play. Can't say anything but KD. 5, 5, 5. Rockets at 5. KD. Rockets at 5.
Hopefully we hold on to that spot. Anybody in the Western Conference that they go through, it's gonna be
Tough.
crazy.
Gonna be
Crazy
tough.
work.
I think LeBron got to exert a lot of energy this playoff. If he want to make a deep playoff push, he gotta be the engine to the train to carry them down, man. That's what I think.
Yeah. This would be his last good team to do the hurrah with, unless he get traded.
Yes,
So
facts. I agree with you 100%. You think he might be gone next year? You think he retire or go back to Cleveland?
going back to Cleveland with James Harden there
It
now
don't make
would
sense.
make no sense.
See, you saying the same thing I said. I'm like, man, it don't make no sense for him to go back there. Like, you got James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. I mean, what? LeBron just gonna be the third fiddle again? People, I don't think people actually think about it when they mention things. So, I see him staying with the Lakers for one more year, retire. I think he's waiting for his son. I think he's waiting for Bryce. I really believe he's waiting for Bryce.
I think he had to give it up before Bryce get there.
You think so?
You gotta think about it. Bryce got redshirted this year.
He did
because Arizona was top loaded with every
good,
position.
really good. He's good. So if we get, I mean, yeah, LeBron might be gone, but I think a part of me like he's waiting for Bryce, where he could play with Bryce. Say he played with both his kids, and now he could go off in the sunset, come back to Miami and play with the Heat. You know, win the championship with Miami. That's what he probably gonna do.
I would love to see that. Him and Sproles, they was the best minds together. You gotta think about the different strategies they put in together. It was crazy work.
It definitely was crazy. That's when me and LeBron was we was cool. But now me and LeBron like, okay, bro, you go handle your thing. I'm worried about what Miami got going on. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be number one, you used to be the GOAT, but not Jordan the GOAT. He back to being the GOAT. All right. Another one. Let's talk about the Eastern Conference. We got a team over there in the Eastern Conference. Are the Boston Celtics finally ready to win it all?
I mean, they won it all before, and even now, with the injury Tatum had, the way he came back, Jaylen Brown running the team, Jaylen Brown getting more confidence with running the team. And going into this playoffs, I feel like you're gonna see a more confident Celtics in their roles.
Okay.
Because Jason Tatum is learning how to fall back some.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you needed, because there's sometimes he was taking threes and he was like, hey, you got somebody right there in front of you. Like let Jaylen Brown run it a little bit. And so I honestly got the Celtics for me winning the Eastern Conference because of the experience, overall team, and I think they're just ready. I think they're ready to prove something this year.
Hey, this is another time where we agree with this one, because the Boston Celtics look very dangerous on the Eastern Conference. I know they just played the Knicks, and that's without Jaylen Brown. It gave some kind of confidence to the Knicks, but let's slow down here, because Jaylen Brown didn't get to play, and Tatum looked like he's already in mid-season form. Just coming back, he played 20 games so far. He looked like he's in mid-season form. I agree with you. I like the fact that Tatum is taking the Robin role right now and let JB be the Superman or the Batman to the team right now to carry the team. He's been doing good without Jason Tatum. So why mess that up? That's a smart move by Jason Tatum, because they went out for one Bravo, basically. Like, both of them could do the same thing. So with that being said, the Celtics is very dangerous. I like the key pieces they add. They added that boy from Chicago, Vucevic. He's a rebounder. He's a great rebounder. They got a young kid named Quater. I be betting on him on FanDuel as well for the rebounds. He be doing his thing for the rebound. 5 rebounds, y'all. That's what he good for. 5 rebounds, all right? Now they got some shooters on their team that they could dish it out to. You know what I'm saying? They got Pritchard. They got your boy, bald-headed boy. I can't stand him. White.
Jared White.
Oh yeah, I can't
Yep.
stand him, boy. But he be balling, right? And then just recently when they were playing the Knicks, they had this guy with a mullet. I'm like, who is number 55? Who is this guy? I can't even say his name, but that boy could shoot. He could shoot, and I'm like, okay, oh, the Celtics real. Like, this is real. Just wait till JB get back. This is gonna be crazy. Yeah, that guy had a mullet, full mullet with a mustache, look like he a biker. Man, who's this guy shooting threes, dog? So I mean, the Celtics really got a team. I think they bench out of everybody on the East. They bench because just score alone 40 to 50 points alone by themselves. So man, Celtics. I got them as my favorite. Be honest with you, I got them going to the championship. It's them and the Spurs. I got them and the Spurs going to the championship. That's my finals prediction. Just to let you know that. But 100%, I agree with you. Watching Tatum taking that back seat, letting JB do his thing, which is a crime that man should be running for MVP. That's a crime, dog. I don't like the fact that miss certain amount of games you don't make MVP. I got it rest and
Yeah.
everything, but this man literally carried this Celtics team for 40, 50 game plus until Tatum could come back. Man, what we talking about here,
Yeah,
man?
he put in work.
He
put
put
in
in
some
a
work.
lot of damn work. What we talking about here, man? That's crazy. I mean, that's a robbery. The biggest robbery is always every year. I think Joker should win the MVP. I don't know how he don't win MVP. I don't know why, but every damn year he should win MVP. But that's another discussion about that. That's another discussion. But I definitely think Boston, they got an easy path too. Anyway, like I'm looking at like
Yeah.
they,
They don't see nobody until possibly the Eastern Conference Championship.
that's true.
I don't
The
feel like
Knicks
nobody's
maybe.
really gonna
The,
really move them.
I don't think the Knicks gonna touch them. Knicks probably win 1 or 2 games. That's it. Oh, they waiting for the Knicks. The Knicks eliminated them
Yeah.
last year, right?
Oh yeah, and that's when Tatum got
Got
hurt
hurt.
last year
They
in that
waiting for the Knicks.
playoffs.
They waiting for them. I think the Knicks
And
probably gonna win 1 or 2 games. All depend on Anthony Towns. If Anthony Towns play like a center, using his body, going to the paint, everything, yeah, then he might give the Celtics problem. But yeah, I agree with you. They got an easy path until they play either the Pistons, maybe the Cavs, and Hawks. I still like Hawks, man. I still now,
I think the Hawks making you one because they play with the 4 or 5.
yeah.
May scare the Cavs. May pull up an upset. I don't see them getting past the next round after that, the second round.
Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that. The Celtics, I mean, the first game they play the 7th seed, so they play the higher seed, and that could be either of these 4 teams, right? Damn. I
So if it
think.
stands as is, the Magic and the 76ers are playing for the 7th seed.
Oh yeah. That's right. I see what it. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Magic and 76ers. So if the 76ers or Magic, one of them win, that's an easy win for the Celtics. That's going to be a good beginning first round. Damn, Miami, we got to play. Damn, we got to play Detroit first. Oh, we're gonna get our ass whooped, man. Damn. Let me stop playing. We'll beat the Pistons. We'll beat the Pistons in 7. We'll beat them in 7. All right, but I agree with you. All right, you ready to move on, A-Wade?
Yes.
All right. Now, we talking about lower seed. We've been talking about it right now for the conference. We mentioned a few teams, but let's go in a little bit more depth with both conference, the East and the West. Which lower seed could pull off a first round upset?
That's a tough one.
It is tough.
Depending on how the play ends go,
Mhm.
right? If the 76ers come out of it, they could possibly pose a threat
That's a good
to
one.
the Celtics.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else? I really don't see it. I don't see it. I know you said the Hornets. I just can't give it to them in the 7 game span.
Ooh. What about on the west side? What you see? Anybody on the west side?
So on the west side, I had to get to the Clippers. That'd be my lower seed that could pull off a first round upset if
Against
everything's
OKC? Oh, okay.
if everything stays true. I think that'd be the team to pull up a first round upset. 'Cause I think they have a lot on that team not to be above where they at right now. So I do believe that'd be a team to do it.
I'm gonna be real with you, right?
Hmm.
You made some strong points. Again, you making some good points here, right? I say this. I'm looking at it right now. The Clippers is definitely one team that I think could upset anybody. Kawhi, I put too much respect on Kawhi when he's in playoff mode. He ball. I think what this is the first. Did he play? Did they play him and James Harden? Did they play in the playoffs? Was he a full healthy scratch? Because this I think this is the most I ever see Kawhi play all season. Is this the most healthiest he ever been
In a while
in a while? Right?
since he left the Spurs.
I can't remember
So
if they made the playoffs last year. Did they not make?
they made the playoffs last
They lost
year,
to the
and they played together last year in the playoffs. They end up losing, I believe, in the first
in the
round,
first round. Was it Denver or
and
somebody they play or
it
they?
was Denver. They went to Game 7.
Mm, now they playing OKC. OKC was man the Clippers. Yeah, Clippers. That's yeah. Clippers gonna do it. Clippers could be the one that could upset the OKC Thunder. I don't see the Warriors doing it. I respect Steph Curry. I respect him and Draymond, the IQ. I respect Steve Kerr because he played with the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, right? But I I don't see and I don't care if they play 3,000 times, they losing all of them against the OKC Thunder. They not beating OKC. Phoenix, I gotta talk about as well.
Okay.
Dylan Brooks, no matter if people hate him or not, this man can play. For some reason, whenever Dylan Brooks, he's like the glue piece. He's almost like the Draymond, but he could score better than Draymond. He's the glue
Yeah.
piece. He's the energetic person, and he could get your team fired up at any time. They can feed off his energy. Against the Spurs, forget about it. But if anything could go wrong with the Spurs, the Phoenix could beat San Antonio if pending injuries or something bad happening, right? I'm wishing that on nobody, but Phoenix
Yeah.
could do something. I mean, how can you forget about they shooter, they number one star. I don't,
Devin Books.
yeah, I mean, can't forget about him.
They
He's
got a
going to
team.
score. He's
And they
going.
got Green.
They got Green, but
Jalen
you say
Green.
he didn't show up last year, so
He didn't, but I think this would be a good revenge for being traded.
okay,
This would be a good way to show, hey, I'm still that person.
facts.
Um, they have a team to where if the Spurs don't show up in playoff mode, they can possibly do it.
They possibly could do it. I give them a 45% chance of winning. I put some respect on them. Gillespie could play too as well, man. So I Trailblazers, shockingly, I haven't got to watch any Trailblazer game live. I think them and of course I'm in the DMV, so they got the Wizards game on TV almost every time the Wizards play. But the Trailblazers and I think it's one more team that I really don't get a chance to watch. Indiana Pacers since they went down. I didn't get to watch them play anytime this year. So I can't speak highly on the Trailblazers. I can't speak of the Trailblazers. I know they got Jeremy Grant. I've been betting on them now. Clean again. The center, he be getting a
Mhm.
rebound. He be iffy and everything. Jeremy Grant be balling. I know they got Drew Holiday, who is a Olympic winner and played for the Celtics, won a championship. He got that pedigree. He could ball, right? Scoot Henderson is somebody that I'm intrigued of watching from the injury. He give me the young Westbrook, young Derrick Rose vibe. I'm not saying he's Derrick Rose, y'all. Don't quote me on that because I know y'all gonna go crazy. That's a bad take, Easy. Oh my gosh, slow down. He just give me vibes of the way his playing style is. Okay, so they do got a chance, but I'm not gonna speak on them because I don't get to watch them to actually observe and see how well they play as a team. Now, when you said the Hornets, you lost me there. You don't believe the Hornets. I'm telling you, the team that you don't want to sleep on is Charlotte. You don't want to sleep on them. The Hornets, they could bust your ass. And man, I'm telling you, LaMelo Ball.
It's just the way they season went, right?
Mm-hmm.
At first, they started off extra rocky.
Okay.
Then they come into that middle ground where we finding a way to win certain games. So
Mm-hmm.
we finding a way to win, and then like they just like if Melo don't play his best, you're not gonna get the team gonna get blown out.
Melo
It's
shoot
a
a lot
it's
of threes too. I don't like
yeah,
that. I don't like that. He be shooting like 10 threes and like go 4 for 10. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Melo? But go ahead. My bad.
but they will like they'll take themselves out of the game sometimes,
Mm,
and that's what you got to be worried about when young teams, because if you take yourself out of the game, an experienced team know how to go ahead and close that door where you're not coming back into this game.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you on that end, but I think they is so explosive. If they catch fire, cause they got that boy Miller who came. I think he
Hmm.
played for Alabama in college.
Yes.
But Miller, that boy could shoot. And don't get me talking about shooting. Kneppel, man, broke the record
Oh,
for rookies for
Duke.
threes, right?
Shout out to Duke.
Yeah, yeah, he can shoot too. So that team is something that I'm willing to watch. But as of right now, they about to go home because they play Miami. That's what's about to happen. So I mean, I can talk highly about them, but maybe next year, sure, because if y'all get past my Miami Heat, then I'm gonna cheer for y'all. But y'all ain't beating Miami. It's all Miami today, boy. They ain't beating nobody. So I give them zero chance. I don't want to wish bad will on my team. So zero chance. They ain't making shit. So I scratch them out. I give you that one. Scratch that out. I'm not wishing bad juju on my team. No, no, no. Now Miami Heat. Of course, I'm gonna be biased. This is my biased take. This is my bias. We could beat Pistons. We could beat the Pistons. We could beat them in 7. If we play the Hawks or Cavaliers, we losing. We not winning that one, especially against the Cavaliers. Cavaliers whooped our ass like 3 times in the last 2 weeks. I think, man, they whooped our ass. So we could beat the Pistons if Powell is able to play. I haven't seen him on the court for a minute. Maybe we've been resting him. I don't know. But Powell, Hero, Mitchell, all them, if they could get some play out of them with Bam. Bam gotta be a scorer first, man. He got the attributes to take over a game. He just so persuasive, man. I need him to have that Asia Wilson mentality. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go
They
score,
need
my
some
boy.
heart. Like Miami got a soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
I was rocking with them for a while. I was just a LeBron fan. I had to go LeBron goes, but I was rocking with them. D Wade,
Mhm.
LeBron. I was
Yep.
walking for a while, and they always got a soft spot. Eric can coach how hard he can coach because we know Eric's supposed to know how to make adjustments. He know how to see the floor.
Definitely.
It's gonna come down to the heart of the players. You're
Hmm.
gonna need Tyler Hero to go out there and score them points. You can't come
Definitely.
back with 15 points. Like you're one of the top dogs now. Go
Hmm.
score. Bam, we just can't settle for 10 rebounds and 10 points.
Can't
Like you can't settle
I
for that,
can't settle. No, I can't take that. I won't accept that shit, man. Especially after what we seen.
Uh,
I
and
would say
yeah, Powell need to come back. Wiggins, like y'all have a team that
we
could be dangerous.
we could be dangerous, definitely. I would say this. I'm tempted to put Hero on the bench, coming off the bench, to give us some explosion off the bench when Powell can rest and everything. I'm tempted to do that because look, I'm gonna be real with you. When we go to Detroit, that means Duncan Robinson got to guard somebody. And I love Duncan Robinson. Miami, he played for the Miami. He's a good scorer, but he can't play defense. we could attack that boy anytime. So
Oh yeah.
where a Jaime Jaquez, man, we got a squad. It's just Spoelstra got to put it together. But I won't never count Spoelstra. Like you said, I can't count Spoelstra out because he's one of the most brilliant coaches we have today in the NBA. And the experience of him, he could draw up plays. Believe it or not, Miami is very dangerous. How can you not say Miami Heat is dangerous coming out of the play-in? I think everybody got their radar. If Miami make the playoffs, we need to take them serious because we know what they could do. They showed us plenty of times they could knock somebody out and just run through the gauntlet, right? So
Mm-hmm.
of course
Oh yeah.
they the most dangerous. Now you said the 76ers.
Yes, it's because they got the pieces, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what's frustrating with everybody, and that's why everybody's like, "Hey, what's going on over there?
Yeah, what
You
is going
got the pieces. You had the pieces for some time now. Each and every year, you have a team that is good enough to come out the East, but you're not putting it together.
definitely.
Um, I don't know because they don't switch coaches and stuff, so you can't blame it on the coaches. You got the talent, so we just don't know what's going on. Um, with why the talent's not putting it together right now.
I agree with you 100%. Like Paul George, Maxey, and B. You got that Ricky VJ Edge. Man, what we doing here? Like, man, they got some players. Oubre, they got some players out there that could play. Like, they need to step their game up. They have the possibility. They're from their roster is higher than an 8 seed. Their roster is supposed to be higher
Yes.
than the 8 seed. Let's put that out there. It's supposed to be higher than the 8 seed. I
Oh yeah.
I want to say I would consider them as a threat, right? But going in that first round against Boston, I just don't see them getting past Boston either. That's just like the Warriors. Like you got to respect who on the team, but you don't see them beat. I don't see them beating Boston. I don't see them getting. I don't see them even pinching a bitch, man. Like it's not happening. So and Orlando,
Honestly, that'd be the best team out of the play in teams to make a move.
mm-hmm,
Do I see any of these teams actually winning a first round series? Probably not.
not. Most likely not, right? Most likely not. I give you that with Orlando. Like they do got a squad. Like they've been in the midst for the past 2 to 3 years. Ben Carroll and Suggs finally back to play. I think Wagner
It's
coming.
addition to Desmond Bain from Memphis.
Yeah,
That's what make him a little bit more dangerous this year.
definitely.
Having that person.
I give you that. That's a valid point. I give you that one. Having Desmond Bain, another scorer, could definitely help. I just don't know if they got the bench players to keep up with that.
Oh yeah, I agree to
And
that.
sadly to say, I like the Orlando Magic roster. I think they could do numbers, but it just haven't panned out for them this year. So yeah, we got some interesting playing. I can't wait. I think the first game is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
The first game,
on the
14.
14th,
Yep,
right?
14. That's Tuesday. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, we got some interesting. I can't wait to watch that one. But we broke it down with the seeds. Y'all like it? Comment on the seeding. You heard what we had to say about the play in the lower seed. Y'all tell us what y'all think. What y'all thought about that, man? Because it could be very interesting. You feel me? You feel me? All right, all right. Hey, wait. I'm gonna drink up to that because that was a great one. What you just went through right now. You went through the gauntlet with breaking it down. You helped me out a little bit. To be honest with you, with some of those lower seeds, you had me think about it real twice. All right, let's go into our second segment, right? Now
Okay.
we talking about the playoffs and everything. Let's talk about the season, and it was a great season for the NBA. Okay, so we got talking points now. We talking about awards and award these people who deserve the awards and everything right now. So excuse me, who's really deserve the MVP and who will win it?
This is a tough one. Um, because my heart goes out to Luka Doncic.
Hmm.
First of all, Stats was there. Missing some games, put him out the running.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, looking at the top three, who deserved it? Wembley. For the Spurs, he
Wemby.
definitely deserved it
Okay, I respect
because
that.
he turned this team around in what the 3 years that he been there.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
and they even made it to the playoffs last year before they added people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so he definitely deserved it. Who will win it? Shea. I feel like they're gonna make him a back-to-back MVP.
Man.
Popularity vote right there, but
Popularity vote. Okay,
yes.
I, you know what? We got to talk about the Shea, man. Let's be real, man. I got it. They the number one seed and everything. They got a great team. He's leading the charge and everything. But I, for the MVP, they met the standard. It's nothing that they couldn't done. They champions. They back to back champion. I mean, well, they about to try to be back to back. I already crowned them, but they trying to go for their second championship. They already met the standard. They know what to do to stay consistent. When I look at MVP, I want to look at like who was the biggest impact for that team to be successful. And I again I go to Jaylen Brown, right? I go to Jaylen Brown, and I think he should win it based off of that point what I just made. Now it's other two I'm thinking in my head. I didn't even think about Luca. Luca did ball out. Don't get me wrong. Luca did ball out. That's a good honoree. But the other two that I was thinking about who should win is Joker, no matter what. And then it is my boy from the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Sadly, that collapsed lung caused them to get out of the MVP running. But for what they did with the Pistons, the turnaround that they did with the Pistons is you can't let that go, under the rug. You gotta see for what it is. So I think three people deserve it this year, which is Jaylen Brown, Jokic, the numbers that Jokic do, the triple doubles that he get on a daily. He's a walk-in triple double whenever he wanted, to be honest with you. And then JB for what he did without Tatum. Now, who gonna win it? Shea. SGA, man. And it's getting kind of. I think everybody's feeling this, man. Like feeling this, like we like Shea. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but it's just the way he get his points now. Like, man, how many times you gonna go to the free throw line, bro? Maybe this how people felt with Michael Jordan in the '80s, man. They fouling Jordan. No, not in the '80s. Excuse me, the Jordan rule. So it was after the Pistons and everything, right? The Jordan
Yeah,
rule when it
in
came to
90s.
the '90s. So man, maybe that. I, I thought I was mad about James Harden getting all the tic tac fouls, but man, SGA get a lot. So
Yeah, you
sadly,
do.
sadly, I think he's gonna win it. Wimby deserves it too as well. Wimby, like you said, he deserves it. But man, if anybody deserves an MVP, no matter what, is Jokic. Is the Joker, man. Hands down, he will always be the number one person for me. Like, yep, he's gonna win MVP. Yep, that was the same way I
I
felt like
like
Giannis.
I like him. I like the Joker.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking about voting for MVP, right? I was one of those ones that was kind of disappointed with his third MVP. Cause that year Shea had the best numbers versus him,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave it to him anyways, right?
Okay.
But if we think about one of LeBron's best seasons is the season he didn't win MVP that he deserved.
Okay.
So it's just like how the voting criteria is. You want to make sure one player gets this MVP stands out between the lead of NBA history, but this person didn't deserve it. So I am tired of Nicole winning it every single time because we know what you got to do for your team. We know your team gonna throw you the ball. We know you're gonna assist, and you know you're gonna get rebounds. He's a 7-footer that can shoot.
Okay. I,
You
I
can't
agree.
stop that.
Can't. There's no way. Even Wimby tried to stop it. You can't. I agree with you. Here's the thing, and I think the NBA went to this mentality, or the voters went to this mentality, right? Like we know what you could do, Jokic, and you're playing at a high level. How are you gonna exceed that high level that you just did? And I don't think he can because he is exceeding it. He's meeting the criteria every time. So seeing somebody new that came up out of nowhere, out of surprise, like SGA or somebody like Wimby doing things and how their team having success, you're like, how can you ignore that? So I think it is getting like which we will talk about here is like voter fatigue. Like people tired of seeing Jokic. People was tired of seeing Giannis. Always Giannis or Embiid. Like they doing the same thing, but you got players like you said, LeBron best year or Westbrook. Even though his team ain't do well, Westbrook was getting triple doubles, and we're like, damn, how we gonna not acknowledge this? What this man been doing for this whole season? So, I mean, it come with team success, but I agree with you on that one. With what you coming up with Jokic. Now with that, so is it more on stats or is it more on team success when you deciding that MVP?
I think it depends on the voter. We gotta think about who's voting. We got analysts,
Mm-hmm.
owners,
Mm-hmm.
like we got
Some of them
people
biased,
like
yeah,
that's voting.
yeah. That's true. That's
that
true.
that whole hot take on it. So
That-
it's like, hey, if Kenny Smith voted, he voted based on performance in his eyes.
mm-hmm.
If an owner voted, he voted on who he liked.
Yeah,
So
facts, facts. I agree with you.
it,
I think I read something. Oh no, I heard Charles Barkley mean when he was breaking down the MVP. He was like, the MVP should be based off the impact of your team's success, how much you impacted on the team's success, not your. I mean, stats. Yeah, anybody could put up stats. Hell, James Harden been putting up stats and everything. Did James Harden ever won MVP one time? Maybe one time. I don't know, but he put up
I don't
stats.
think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's what he used James Harden as an example. Like James Harden put up all these stats, but don't win MVP. Why? Because his team. Maybe the year that the Rockets and Chris Paul was that when they almost beat KD and them. Maybe that year. But what have it done for you, James Harden? So I think I think it's more based off the team success because if it was based off stats, Michael Jordan win MVP every year in the '90s. Michael Jordan would
Facts.
have won. Kobe Bryant would have won. Tracy McGrady would have won. I think it's off of team success. Shaq, the most dominant center ever, should have won MVP, multiple MVPs, right? So I think it's more on team success, but like you said, the voters is all depend on the voters. We don't know what these voters like now because if they picking Shea, then it's off his team success. I think it's off his team success and what they doing, how well they did it by kicking everybody ass. Like they was handing in, they was giving people the business. So Luca is more of the stats to me. I know
Mm,
you're Lakers. I know you're Lakers and y'all doing very good. Y'all got to the third. But I think Luca is more of the stats instead of the team impact because I need to see Luca get over that hump. I need to see Luca play defense. I just need to see him play
mm.
defense. I I,
Yeah, I agree. He
I
do need to play a little bit
yeah, he
more
need to play
defense.
defense. So his team still says on the offensive side is amazing, but on the defense he's a weakness. Him and LeBron. LeBron be skipping on some plays too. So I mean that who knows? But the MVP, I think we find out towards the almost the end of the season when we find out who's the MVP, or is it after the season?
Yeah, towards like May, June,
May June.
they'll go ahead and announce it.
Yeah, okay. Rookie of the year, who you got for, real quick? Rookie of the year. That's
I got dang, I want Cooper Flat to win. I
okay.
want Cooper Flat to win because I believe, even though Canupa is over there doing some big things,
Yeah.
he may win it. But I wanted Cooper Flat to win.
Okay. All right. I think Cooper Flag gonna win it too. Knuckle been doing his thing, but I think I agree with you on Cooper Flag. All right. All right. So we already talked about Jokic and everything. We're gonna skip that real quick. We already talked. I think we talked about Shea enough right now. With the OKC because we gave them their flowers. Let's talk about your boy Luca too. Now we talked about LeBron. Let's talk about Luca. Does Luca Doncic get penalized for team records when it's talking about the MVP awards and stuff like that? Because his success,
Yes.
his stats is
Yeah.
crazy, but like, how much is he impacting the team?
Well, I think he have a bigger impact, and it all stems from the opposite side. He's like a Stephen Curry.
Yep.
Stephen Curry don't play too much defense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you look at his impact overall, he is like a different level of LeBron. Scoring, seeing the floor, passing, rebounding. He's doing it all on the offensive side. And so when I look at the teams that he was on, when he was with the Mavericks with him and Kyrie, and they went all the way up to the finals and lost against the Celtics, you got to think about the team that he had before then. Like he is driving success at every team because he's making impact on that side of the floor.
Mm.
And he's driving success, but it's just like, hey, nah, your team didn't have the record we thought it should have had,
Yeah.
or you should have done better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I totally agree. I think his best year was with that Dallas when they went to the championship, but they lost to Boston, if I'm not mistaken, right? He is the driving force. He can be dangerous, and I hope he make a statement in his playoffs where he be the number 2, and I think he's better as the number 2 in the playoffs with behind LeBron. But for his record, like every year he put up big numbers, and the team stats is just like you do all this, and it's not carrying over to the team's success. It's almost like I hate to say it, Allen Iverson. No, I can't use Allen Iverson because his team success is amazing. T-Mac,
Mm-hmm.
Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady, the stats is there, but when it come to the playoffs, his success limited. Like you rarely see it with the success. Like I think it was tough for him to get out of the first round for a minute. I think he only got out of the first round maybe twice out of his career. One with the Houston Rockets, and then he was on the
One
backup
with
for
Orlando. Yeah.
Orlando. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
mean, I for your boy Luca, I hope he come back healthy, ready to play, not out of gas, and win. Because if you got big hopes for your Lakers to beat the T Wolves, you definitely gonna need them. You definitely gonna need them.
Yeah. I got high hopes. I think if he do come back, he come back healthy. I think him and LeBron together, the way they pass, the way they see the floor, the way they could move people in the right places, that's gonna make a total difference.
Hmm.
In the run that I want them to have.
You also had him for your MVP. Like if he would have played, he definitely would have been like third runner up for the MVP. And I agree with you because I'm looking at his stats for the season, and he did a hell of a good job. So, I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, this was a good year for him for that Lakers roster that they got, and getting them to the third. And to now that him and AR got hurt, they went one and no, they 2-4 now because they just beat the
Yeah.
Warriors. So they at the beginning they was 1-4, but I mean Luca he'll be all right. I want to see how he do when LeBron is gone. The Lakers made all that transition, the trade for him. What are he gonna do? What kind of Laker team that gonna that he's gonna be when LeBron's gone? What I want to see that Lakers team. I want to see if he able to get that dog and take it to the next level, just like how he did with the Mavs. But all right. Anyway, we're gonna talk about WNBA. Then I'm gonna get you out of here because I promise you, like 60 to 75 minutes. I know we almost going overboard, but I would be remiss if I don't talk WNBA. Okay, we got the WNBA. We
Okay.
got the draft coming up tomorrow, right? So some of the key talking points that we want to talk about for the WNBA. Okay. But
Okay.
first off, let's talk about the WNBA, the growth in the culture, the shift. Y'all just got the females just got the new deal where they could get some good moolah, get some of that good bread. I'm seeing some people getting
Yes.
paid. Asia Wilson got paid. I saw my girl from the Sparks. I love her too. Plum. Oh my gosh, I saw her just
Kelsey
got
Plum.
she just got paid. Man, it's coming out
Well
for
overdue.
yeah,
Well
definitely,
overdue.
well overdue. So I'm so happy to see what the ladies of the WNBA are doing right now. So with the WNBA, the impact that is going on, all the stars is. I'm glad to see the stars transitioning in this game because now it's must see TV, especially with the rivalry of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and then you got Asia Wilson who's balling out of control. You got Paige Bucher, how you say how you say her name?
Figures, yeah.
Buchers. Okay, excuse me. I love her too. From UConn, coming to UConn, playing with the Dallas Wings. You got a lot of talent in the WNBA, right? Now, with that being said, is Caitlin Clark the face of the WNBA now, or is it we still waiting for that moment?
No, it depends on how you look at it, right?
Okay.
Because Caitlin Clark brought the popularity to the WNBA. And a lot of players, a lot of people appreciate the what her and Angel developed in college that translated over to WNBA, and which kind of exploded everything. So popularity, she brought that over to the WNBA. I still think you have to prove yourself.
Gotta
You
prove.
have players like Adrian Wilson who
Mm-hmm.
don't won 3 championships, 4 MVPs. Breonna Stewart, 2 championships, 3 MVPs. You got players who don't prove themselves throughout this league and still there proving themselves.
Definitely.
So she's got some more playing to do, and hopefully her and the Fever, because they have a good solid young squad, they can make some noise, and down the line we might be talking about that.
Definitely. I 100% agree with you, right? I 100% agree with you on that one. I think she still got a lot to prove. I think she's well on her way. The popularity is definitely up there. I saw the USA games that they played recently. I think like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. Man, the popularity is definitely up there for Caitlin Clark. But I cannot get past my baby Asia Wilson. Oh no, 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 no. She is the face of the WNBA. Trust me. Asia Wilson is balling. Hey, Bam, you doing the right thing, man. You got the real one right there, Bam. Yeah, I can't imagine if they have a baby. Oh my god.
7 footers.
Yeah, boy. But Asia Wilson is definitely the face of the WNBA. That goes on to my next debate was, does Asia Wilson still hold the crown as the best player? You damn right she do.
Yes,
You
yes.
damn right.
Who's gonna dethrone her? Like the only person that come next to her that's still there would be Breonna Stewart. Because Breonna Stewart
Breonna
has
Stewart.
2 championships. She has like 3 MVPs. So
Definitely.
she's right there. But Asia took the cake within these last 5 years.
Without a
Like,
doubt, man. I thought you were about to go Skylar Diggins for a minute. I'm like, but okay.
nah, that's too far back.
Too far back. Too far back. But Breonna Stewart, yeah, I give you that one, definitely. But I Asia Wilson, Breonna Stewart. It's a gap. It's a huge gap. So I mean, Asia Wilson still got the crown, and I can't wait to see what they do with the Aces this year. I saw some signing. They signed the point guard back. They got the point guard back, Gray.
Oh yeah.
I saw a lot of adding to the mix with this team. So now that the WNBA finally crossed into the mainstream sports culture, right? What do you
Mhm.
look forward the most? I know this is a new question. What do you look forward the most for this season with the WNBA?
More exposure. Now that the players are getting paid, you're gonna see a lot more of them engage into the games.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the things last year was more as we still fighting with our union to try to get some more money. Because a lot of them was making it like 100,000, 200,000 a year. And so now that they get the ease of people are now getting money and they're getting paid, more exposure to the game, more explosion with the games that's going on. So just a little bit more excitement with it all around.
I like that. Definitely. I want to see them more on TV. I know last year when I was trying to keep up with them, they were playing on a local channel that I couldn't stand because I'm like, man, they need to put them on ESPN, ABC. They need to have their shine time. So I want to see them more on the mainstream TVs, the Prime videos. Now that NBA is locked up with the Prime videos at NBC, I think the WNBA should too. Here's another thing that I would like to see for the WNBA going in the future, and this is a little bit more off topic to level up. Do you remember Cynthia Cooper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Houston, you remember Houston Comets? Those days, those was the golden days for the WNBA. I want to see the team expansion again. Like I want to see Houston back in. Orlando had a team. I forgot the team name. What was their what was the Orlando? Because they had Sales as the star. Her name was Sales. I can't think what Orlando team was. What their name was it the Miracles or something like that? I can't remember, but
I can't think of it.
yeah, I gotta think of, I gotta go look back at it, but I want to see the expansion of the WNBA with a little bit more team because you got these girls coming out of college and you got a lot of stars that could potentially you could build a whole roster. Hopefully Jacksonville get a WNBA team. We need a
That's a
team in
stretch.
Florida. Yeah, well I know right. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. But I would hey, if we can't have a basketball team, at least get a WNBA team to go in that city. Now, I mean, Florida definitely deserve the state of Florida definitely deserve a WNBA team,
Oh
whether it's
yeah.
Miami, Florida, Miami, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, Orlando. One of the four deserve a team. So I would like to see that. But for the mainstream, the exposure, I want to see more on the main TV shows, ESPN, your Prime videos, your NBC and stuff like that. So I think they on their way, definitely on their way, especially when my girl from USC come on the stage, man. When she get on that team,
Juju.
she'll be available next year. Hopefully, will she or did she gotta wait because of the injury? Is it? Do she got
She's technically a sophomore now, so she can
because she
technically
didn't
go
play
out
that year,
anytime
right?
she want. But she didn't play last year.
Yeah.
So it's up to her.
Oh,
I think she's gonna play next year at USC because I think she felt like that team was a championship team
yeah.
and she wanted to prove that before she leaves. So I think we'll see her at USC one more year, and I think she'll go on to the WB after that.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the draft. Let's get into it. This the draft is very very very. Hold on one second. My daughter over here knocking on my door. Hold on. Hold on. She wants her little shine time. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come get your shine time. Come get your shine time. She always do this anyway. Every time I get on the podcast, she want to do her little shine time. Say hey. There you go. Just
Hey.
tell them your name. Say your name. Say it.
Jay,
What's your name?
Jordan,
Jordan. Okay. Say hey, chat.
I can't
Say hey, A Wade.
say anything.
All right.
Hey, Jordan.
All right. You got your shine time every time. Every episode, dog. Every time when it's towards the end, she just can't get enough. I'll be back. Okay. All right. Give daddy about 25, 30 minutes. Okay. Love you, man. She always wanted, dog. I swear. She want her shine time. She kept knocking on the door. I was like, let me go ahead and give her shine time. My bad. My bad. Hey, chat. Yeah, my bad. Sorry for the pivot. But here we go. Back to the talking point. We got the draft coming up. Hey, wait. Tomorrow we got a lot of good teams coming up. I mean, a lot of good players coming in. So, who is your top prospect in this draft coming up?
Oh, that's tough. Um, Ozzy Fudd.
Woo!
She is my top
Okay.
prospect.
UConn. She's your top
Yes.
prospect?
I love her game. I love her game as a guard. She take it to the hole. She can pass it. She can shoot. Yeah, and she's well versed at it. All the guards coming out, I think she is one of the top guards. Not to say that Raven Johnson is nothing to be playing around with, but I love Ozzy Fudd.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell you my favorite one. I'm gonna tell you who I think gonna do crazy. If I'm an Indiana Fever fan. I love Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
I love Caitlin Clark. I'm an Indiana Fever fan. I'm also an Aces fan. I'm an Angel Reese fan. Here's my thought process for Indiana, and I'm being biased. 3
Mhm.
people that I want is the Hawkins girl from UCLA, either her,
Okay.
Raven from South
Okay.
Carolina. But if we can't get Raven, we gotta go Lotson from South Carolina. Tanaya Lotson.
Oh,
I think we go one of them for Atlanta. I mean for the Fever. Yes.
so
But
we ain't looking at Fly J at all?
Flage is a great talent. Hear me out. Flage is culture. Her culture wise, she's like not Angel Reese. She's a market. She's a market and a good talent. She need to go somewhere where the team can market her. And I think it's somebody like the Chicago Sky who just traded Angel Reese, right? I think
Right.
she should be playing for a team that could market her. And seeing her playing for the Fever, she probably won't get market as as usual because still a Caitlin Clark team. I think she need to go to a team where she could be market and they could build around her. Her playing with my girl Cardosa in Chicago,
Hmm.
man, yeah, they killing it, right? I
Oh
so
yeah.
I like Flage. I think she got the talent. I just want to see her go to a team where they could use her for marketability as well. So Seattle or Chicago, I think that's where she perfectly fit. But for the Fever, I think they need to get one of those. Now my top prospect, you said Fudd, I say Betts from UCLA.
Mm,
I say Betts.
okay.
Now Betts been
I
balling.
like him.
I saw what them ladies was doing with UCLA, man, and they was killing Betts, man. That center, she was dog. She made South Carolina look small. She made them look small. So I give her that for the top prospect, right? But who
Okay.
who you? All right, let's run through the draft real quick. Have you know who's number one, right? The number one team.
That's gonna get the draft.
Yeah, it's
Dallas,
Dallas.
ain't it?
Yep, Dallas. Who you think Dallas should get?
They already got Page over there. They're looking for a center. Um,
Agree.
so it's either gonna be Betts. I really don't know. Looking at this list of prospects, who the center for Spain is. So that's the thing
Yeah,
that we
I've
don't know,
been
right?
exactly. I was trying to figure out who is she. I had to go pay attention. Like I'm like, man, I can't get no film on her. I was trying to see who is she, but she's up there. They got her highly scouted up there. So
Yeah, and that's the thing with those international prospects. We don't know a
we
lot about
don't
them,
know.
but they come out pretty good.
Yes,
Um, so out of those two, it's gonna be, if they
go.
with Dallas getting the first pick, one of those two gonna go first.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be Betts. I think the best bet for Page to have a running mate, a center who's who's a prove it that you got lots of video on. I think Betts is the without a doubt the number one pick. Right, I give it to Dallas. So I agree with you on that one. For the Minnesota Lynx, the number two team, right? This one is a tough one with the Minnesota, but I see two centers going in the top two. As much as they talk about this girl, I think her name Fam. I can't say her name.
Mm-hmm.
Our Fam.
Yeah.
She don't average as much points. Like she averaging what I'm reading 9.2, 5 rebounds in Spain. But I think her playing as a center for the Minnesota Lynx that she could be viable for that team. The Minnesota Lynx are not a scrub, anyways. I think they got some players over there in Minnesota. To be honest with you,
I think it's gonna come down to the need, right? I think they got forwards.
mm-hmm.
Uh, they're okay in the inside. I think what Minnesota's probably gonna aim for, and this is just thought, you gotta go get a decent guard. You gotta get somebody that's gonna shoot. You
So
gotta go get somebody
so you saying Fudd? That's what you said?
that can bring.
You think Fudd?
I don't know if they'll go for Fudd. I would want them to go Fudd. That I feel like that'd be a good market for her. Honestly, a lot of people don't talk about, and I think this came up in the actual when we was going through the NCAA tournament, is Olivia Miles from
mm-hmm.
TCU. She's a
Yep.
great guard.
That's the one with the
Um,
glasses, right? The Horace Grant
yep.
glasses. Yeah, I like. Oh, that girl could ball with the Horace Grant glasses. She had the goggles, so she could ball
So
too.
either one, yeah, either one would fit.
I agree with you. But to the sense, I'm looking at they center. I don't think they got a center on their roster. I'm looking at their roster right now. They got no center on their roster. They got Carrington. I love Carrington. They got Nafessa Collier. She be balling too. They got a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Look who calling. Look who calling. Look who calling.
Best friend.
Look who calling. She gonna have to wait. She gonna have to wait. You gotta call your I mean, they got some people, McBride. I think they definitely they both need guards and a center. So I'm going center with that one. I think they gotta go get the girl from Spain, though. They gotta go get her.
Because Collier got you all your rebounds last year. Collier had a good year
She
last year.
had a good year. Yes, she did. I've been putting her on
Um,
my FanDuel too for my bets. I,
that's a good one though.
yep. Now you got the Seattle Storm, the number 3. Who you think?
Okay,
What you think about the Seattle Storm?
they're going guard.
Guard, okay.
I will say that's where probably Fudd is actually going to land at.
I like that.
But they're going guard.
I like that. It's either Fudd or the old girl from TCU. It's one of them two
Yes.
that I think they could go. Most
I,
definitely.
I yeah.
Fudd been balling. UConn, she was killing it for UConn. She broke the record for I think is it scoring? If she broke the record for scoring, what record that she broke with Diana Taurasi and Paige had? It was some
The
record.
most points in a single season, I
Yeah,
believe.
I think so. Yeah, that's what it was. She could hoop. I mean, she's well coached, well disciplined. Going to Seattle is going to be tough for her. I don't think Seattle is not they not all the way there. I mean, they could definitely need some help over there in the roster. Fudd would definitely help out. Leslie Brown. They haven't done nothing in free agency too. See, some of these people. Erica Willa went back to Seattle. She signed up to.
When that happened?
I
Was
don't
that
know.
recently?
That's new. But they got Erica
Okay.
Willa. I like Willa. Willa used to play for the Fever. That's how I know her. Willa's a
Okay.
dog. She a dog. But I definitely got to give him a guard. Definitely got to give him a guard to play on that one. Definitely. All right, the number 14. Who up on that mock board that you got right now for the Washington Mystics coming over here to DC?
I think the top four we just switching it, right?
Yeah, it could
'Cause
go either
I
way.
think they actually need a center.
Mm-hmm.
Washington.
So
And so
you going with the girl
if
from
we're looking
Spain,
at the
huh?
centers, yeah, if we're looking at the centers, is the first team don't take the girl from Spain, Bam, then I think, they will take her. It all depends on what the Dallas does, right? So if
Yeah,
Dallas don't take film and they take bets, then Washington will have to take film. If Dallas take bets and then Washington, yeah. So either or, bets and film,
definitely.
they need a center.
I agree with you on that one. They roster they definitely need help on their roster right now, right? It depends on where the centers fall in. I had the centers going 1 and 2. So the next thing I had them going because they do got Alicia Clark. I like her. But
Mm-hmm.
I think they were gonna go the other girl from UCLA, Rice. I thought they were gonna
Rice,
go
Kiki
with
Rice.
yeah Kiki Rice. I thought they were gonna go with her. I had them looking at her, but you made some strong points about the center because they don't have a center at all. This is not a luxury pick. They need to pick on needs. So I think they gotta go. They gotta go center. You might be right on that one. So it could go either way. The next one, Chicago Sky. This what Fly J need to fall at. I don't care what nobody say. You just
They
lost
definitely go
one from
guard.
LSU, and I'm kind of it's sad because I would love to see her and Angel Reese team back up, even though I think they fell out a little bit. I
Yeah,
heard they fell
yeah.
out, but the great part is that you got Chicago Sky. She's going back to team up with her ex teammate, old girl who got drafted last year. What's that girl name? Uh, Dang, they drafted her from LSU. So for some reason, Chicago like LSU. What's the girl name? Not Cardosa. What's her name? I can't find. Oh, Van Lift. Van Lift. Haley
Okay,
Van
yeah.
Lift. Yes. So they drafted her last year. So I like to see them team back up. They got Skylar Diggins. Skylar Diggins went to
Mm-hmm.
Chicago now.
They picked it up in the last week, actually.
Mmm. That
Um,
could change everything. What you got?
they're gonna add another guard. So they're definitely gonna have somebody for Skylar to pass the ball to because Skylar can't just go out there and get you points anymore.
Yeah.
So you need somebody to pass to. They have it inside because they kept Cardozo, didn't they? So they
Mm-hmm.
kept the other center.
I
And
love
she's been
Cadosa.
beasted down
Yeah,
there. So
I love Cadosa, man.
yeah, you got to go with Fly J. I'll even throw Raven out there as a good guard to go over
Ooh,
there. So,
Raven. Raven
so
play
you gotta
good
go one
defense.
or two.
Raven's a
Yeah.
great defender. That's why I like her for Fever. I think having a great defender like Raven could change the aspect of that team, right? But Lotson, for me, Lotson from South Carolina is a walking bucket. If she played for FSU last year before she went to South Carolina, and the
Hmm.
girl could damn near average like 20 plus points for herself. And then she went to South Carolina to play team ball, so yeah, her numbers declined, but she could score at will. To be honest with you, but Raven
Oh yeah,
also came from Florida State too, right? If I'm not mistaken, both
yeah, they both did.
they both came from
Yeah,
Florida State. So I like that Raven going to the Chicago Sky. Now here's a team that I haven't paid attention. Toronto Tempo, is that a new team? What is that? Who is that?
I
Toronto.
haven't. I'm not even going. I can't even do that to you. I
Oh,
haven't seen them playing that once.
yeah,
To be honest with you, um, I don't even know if they're new or not. I don't think there are.
I gotta
I
look at.
haven't seen them a lot. I haven't
Yeah,
seen them a lot.
the Tempo won a coin toss and out to pick first in the draft, while letting the other expansion team Portland pick first in the expansion draft. So this is probably one of the new expansion teams. Toronto
Yeah,
Tempo.
I'm looking. Yeah, they are an expensive team. Actually, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Okay, they roster. Can't talk much about their roster. 'Cause I don't know Brittany Sykes. I know her. Yeah, okay. All right, so I don't really know what they need. This one, I think the best availability. So it could be a Raven, it could be a Tanya Lotson in my mind, a Flage to get the marketability up there, right? The rapper she could link up with Drake up there in Toronto, but
Yeah, it could be any one of those guards that's left at that point.
yeah, definitely
Um, yeah, that they could fit any one of them in there.
they got.
You probably want somebody with a market though.
Yeah, you probably want somebody to
Up
market
there.
to build your team up because I see Toronto and Portland. So those are the two new teams. So the two new teams
Okay.
they added into this year. That's dope. Okay. So they got I'm looking at ESPN, they got a overseas player, Nail Angloma for France, small forward. I don't know how she played, but they got her going to Toronto. Same thing for the
Okay.
Portland Fire. I like that name, the Portland Fire. They got another one overseas from Spain to come to the team. So it's a potential that we could get three overseas players playing in getting drafted in the top 10 picks. That's dope though. Let me see what the Portland Fire who they on. Not too many people I know. So maybe Rice. I'm thinking Rice.
Yeah,
UCLA.
Rice could go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody like that could go from UCLA could go to that team, man, to help build that. But if you want to build a market, I said Chicago, but Flage would be nice for one of those two markets to build them up.
Yeah, if you're trying to build it up and get the excitement around it, you definitely got to go for a big market player at that point.
Heck yeah, you got to get
Um,
somebody you can advertise and put on your billboard and stuff. So that would be a good spot for Flage or one of those good players. Golden State Valkyries, I like them. They was a young up and coming team. They was balling. The Golden State Valkyries. Who you got for them? What you think about them and their needs?
um, I think we did most of the top people that's going to go.
Hmm.
So for them, it's going to become or who could fit your team the most. I want to say go with the Gabriel Jacquez
Woohoo for
guard size four.
UCLA. Yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
I can see her beating that team a lot better.
I agree with
So
you on that. She's nice and gritty. I like her. You got Billings, Monique Billings on that team. She's nice and gritty. I think she could come off the bench. They got my girl from Indiana, not Indiana, Iowa, Kate Martin. They got her on that team for the Valkyries. So you got some gritty people. Gabby Williams on that team. So I agree with you. Somebody from UCLA, one of them started five from UCLA, got to go to that team.
oh yeah,
Jaime Highcast's sister, Gabrielle. That's her name, Gabrielle's Highcast. Gabby.
Gabriel.
Yeah,
Yep.
and she could definitely fit. She got that grit. She could score. She came around that late in the season, to be honest with you. Cause all I knew was Betts. I'm like, man, Betts balling. And then Rice started balling. Then now I saw Highcast. She was killing them over there in Texas. That's who they were playing. They played where they was it Texas they
Them
played? Texas females,
Yeah,
right?
the number one team. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was number one versus number one,
She was
and that was a game.
that was a game, boys. They was balling. They were balling. I see Washington got a another pick, the number 9. Again, this what it at this point to me, this is a luxury pick. So again, one of them UCLA girls or South Carolina players could go to that team. Raven, you
Yeah,
got. Oh, I forgot about the one from UCLA, Gianna Nepens. Nepens.
y-
I think
yeah,
that's how you say her name. She could play too.
Neekins.
Yep,
Yeah, she could play.
she could play.
Um, yeah, anything after the top five is just gonna be fitting the pieces at that point. And so whoever's left, because you got a few good players like Angela from UCLA. You
Ooh,
still got the other person for South Carolina, the center that was from Kenya. So you still got a couple good players on the board. Um, I think for them, if they need a center, Medina for South Carolina. The and you know her from parents flying into Kenya, coming to the game finally this year to watch her play. So I think she's a good fit. If you're looking for a guard, then you had to go with the UCLA girl. So
I agree
depends on
with
what
you.
they need.
I agree with you on that. Where they could also go to center. I know this might be a reach, but South Carolina got a 6'6" center named Ocott. She could be a plug and play. Also TCU got another baller, Marta Cerez. She was a
Mm-hmm.
small forward, 6'3". She's pretty decent. So they got options in the top 10 for the Mystics. And then go on to my team, the Indiana Fever. I already told you what I think they should get. I already told y'all what I think. Well, what you think they should get right now?
I mean, at that point, I think a lot of those players that you want
Mm-hmm.
will probably be gone.
What? I hope not. I hope not, man. Trust me. I hope
So you
not.
may have to go ahead and get the guard, Coty from Ole Miss. I think a lot of these players be gone by that time. By that time India the pick, I think a lot of these players are gonna be gone.
That's true. That's who was now I'm thinking about it. It was I was like, who else got super paid? Mitchell. She got paid. Woo, the Fever paid her, boy. I like, yeah, she deserved.
Kelsey.
Yeah, I love Kelsey. Kelsey a
Mm-hmm.
baller.
Oh yeah.
Kelsey
They
a
they
baller.
Hey, I am so happy for the WNBA. All the players got exactly what they deserve. To see the amount of money and to see, everybody ready for training camp. It's gonna be a good season. I love it.
So out of those rookies, who you think might have the most impact instantly?
For a team,
Yeah,
uh
Fudd, huh? I know you probably thinking Fudd. Depend on who
Lauren Betts.
Lauren Betts.
Betts.
If she go to the right team. If she
If she
go
goes to
to
the right team.
if she go to Dallas or somebody, yeah, she could be an instant impact for the Dallas wing. I think Fudd could be instant if she go to the right team who need her. Flage, I think it's gonna take time. Give it time. You're gonna be on a struggling team. You're gonna be drafting again. Hopefully, you might get Juju to come on your team. Who knows? Juju is the golden. I hate to say it, A-Way. I hate to say it because NBA do it now. They doing it now for all these freshmen that's coming out. Because it's gonna be teams that might tank just in case Juju decide to come out. I'm just saying, Juju is a hot commodity. So
She's gonna be the number one commodity when she decided to come out. I
yes,
thought she was gonna announce to come out this year. I think she wanted to get sick. I think she just got one more year. I think she got too much to prove to herself to come back to college. 'Cause I really thought the reason why she sat out the whole year was to come and go ahead and go to the WBA.
get ready.
So I'm
Yeah.
surprised she didn't do it.
But
So
I think she want to play with old girl on that USC team. I forgot the girl name from USC, but she will ball. She remind me of Juju. I'm like, oh, this girl could hoop as well. This young lady. So yeah,
yeah,
I think the biggest, like you said, Fudd could have a biggest impact, but I don't see unless Flage fall into the right team. Yes, but Flood Betts could have a significant impact
and
on
Johnson. I
and
think
Johnson.
Johnson's gonna
Yes,
play a good role.
yes, Johnson.
Meaning that she's going to give you that defense. She's going to score. She may not be the top person on the team, but she's going to
Raven could,
bring valuable to it. So
you know, uh, Don Staley said one of the best players that she ever coached was Raven Johnson. I'm like, what? I thought I was it blew my mind. Like Asia Wilson,
She had a lot of good players, huh?
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, Asia Wilson, Boston. You got Cardosa. What? What we talking about here? But we shall see. We shall see. All right. Anyway, we're gonna end it with him with one last question, and I'm gonna get you on out your way. All right.
All right.
For the WNBA, who's winning the MVP? Who's your projected winning MVP? Who's your projected champion? And who's your projected improving player?
That is tough. Improving player. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to. That's hard. I want to say Angel Reese. I think you're going to see a more impactful season for her with Atlanta
Atlanta.
Hawk. Not Atlanta Hawks, but Atlanta Dream this year.
Yeah.
So I want to say Angel Reese is going to be the most improvement player this year. MVP. That is tough because every year there's only one person that comes to mind, Angel Wilson.
Brianna Stewart.
It depends on where the standings are at because you can't ignore what Brianna Stewart and what Sabrina has been
I'm about to
doing
say
with the
Sabrina.
league.
Yeah.
So I will say because Sabrina was a strong second last year, because we might get that voter fatigue, Sabrina might be MVP.
I'm gonna shock you with one out. I'm gonna shock you. Here's my shocker team. I think the LA Sparks about to do something crazy. They about to make people look silly. Plum, maybe MVP. I want this is not improving, but I need it. I think she's gonna improve from what she did the last couple of seasons. I think she was hurt. Brink, the tall girl, Brink's came for Steph.
Yeah.
I think she's on her way. I think it's her time now to show out. So I give it to her. But MVP, yeah, you can't deny Asia. You can't deny Sabrina. You can't deny Brianna Stewart. Hell, Clayton Clark might even try to get it. Angel Reese, you had a great point with the improving player. I think they're going to be the most improved team. I think they're going to be very dangerous. I think they're going to be a playoff threat for a lot of teams now with Angel Reese and what they're doing in the free agency. But for some reason, I think Kelsey Plum, and then you got that's her name, Brinks, right? I think
Yeah.
yeah. I
She had
think
a good year.
yeah, I think they about to be on their way because I want to see her improve and get better. And then, man, just wait. Kelsey ain't no joke, man. Kelsey Plum could shoot, dog. She could straight up ball. She could,
Hey,
and
she
she
been
play
balling for
intensely.
a while though, and you got to think about it, she got the experience, which is with the Aces,
Mm-hmm.
won a couple back to back. You
Champion.
know, so she been doing this, and she just wanted to leave because A, she wanted the more money.
Yep.
B, she wanted to be a more than like the fourth or third option. Because they had too many people on the team.
Yeah.
Jackie Young, Angel Wilson, Chelsea Gray.
Gosh,
You know, you had too many people on the team at the
Jackie
time.
Young.
So watch out for Paige. Paige balled out rookie year.
Paige,
hey, let's be clear.
Paige could hoop. I'm not gonna knock Paige out. I'm not. There are people. Betts might be the missing piece where they could get better and be competitive. But Paige could hoop. Paige could hoop. I give you that one. Paige could hoop. She's definitely on the way. She's definitely on the way. Hey, so anyway, I appreciate you, man. You did your thing today. You talked that sports. Everybody, y'all go ahead and give it up for my girl, my dog, my homie. Give it up for A-Way.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. I love this conversation. Anytime. Again, A-Wade, Instagram, go ahead and add me. Appreciate the time. Thank you so much, Tim.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, so I appreciate you. Don't leave yet because I gotta do something right after this. But before you leave, thank you again for your time. We talked about good sports. Great talk. Hopefully, I'm gonna be hitting you up about your Lakers. Remember what I say, Houston. I said 5. No, Houston 5. Right? Houston 5.
I said 6. You said 5.
Yeah, Houston 5. Right? Do I remember that? But we definitely link up. I appreciate your time. This is gonna be the end of the Make It Look Easy podcast. Stay put, A-Way. I'm gonna talk to you later after this one to talk about, future stuff and everything like that. But for y'all, if you like what you saw today, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share it out with your people, man. All I'm telling you, we just talking about sports. We just giving our opinions. We're not speaking, what's going to happen fast. But what I can tell you what's going to happen is the Miami Heat not losing to the Charlotte Hornets. That's what's not going to happen. But again, thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned next week. I got a banger for y'all. Got a special guest coming in. We're going to be talking about great things. You might want to pay attention to this, especially when it comes to your finances. All right. But I appreciate y'all. God bless. Easy and A-Way out. This is the Make It Look Easy podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Play my music real quick. That's how we leave today. Gonna play that.
Oh shit, here we go. And you hear it, Mr. Too Easy podcast, where he makes it look easy. Yep, that's me.
They say you coming with the sports, yup, like it's off the press. If your team didn't win, don't be in the chat depressed. We gon' have special guests, man, they say you up next. Man, I know I'm up next, cause easy is the best.
Welcome to Mr. Easy podcast, where he makes it look easy.
Hey, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, so you can get the notifications when I am live.
Easy.
Is live.